Of course, the picture is not always positive. You know, when you have massive growth very quickly, you have a large injection of capital, you start seeing, you know, negative signs, especially in resource-rich countries, right? It is very, very difficult to for government, right, to start to not touch resources. Okay, we do sometimes research in house just to see, you know, how things work, and we took two snapshots in the world where oil prices were very high, 1980 and today, right? The resource-rich countries, so Saudi Arabia, with population, so I'm not talking about Qatar and UAE, like Saudi Arabia, like Venezuela. In 1980, they had higher percentage of the world GDP than today, right? With much smaller populations. Of course, we can't talk about Iraq because Iraq went through all these wars. Our GDP as a percentage of the global GDP has been devastated. Had we kept just the percentage that we had in 1980, right? Today, Iraq will be 3 times larger economically than what it is today. But what was surprising that even the whole what's called MENA or Arab world is lower, right? The only 2 countries that actually managed to break that commodity curve, you know, are Norway and Chile. And when I tell my friends here that gasoline prices in an oil-producing country like Norway is the highest in the world, or amongst the highest in the world, they think that, you know, something is wrong. How could they produce so much oil yet they have highest gas prices, right? And if you take from the beginning of the 70s till when oil was discovered in Norway till today, they have accumulated $680 billion. For the population of Norway, they can probably live on that for the, you know, investing that for the rest of humanity, right? None of our countries was able to actually do that actively, right? Chile likewise. They started a whole pension system that should be a model for even Iraq, right? And how they created all these, you know, pension systems around the stock market and around investing in the country. So money was always recirculated in investments in the countries. That's very, very impressive. But that also will tell you that, you know, you should not spend your money today, which is very, very difficult for a region coming out of, 30 years of war, right? Everybody today says, what does Iraq need? And I think that the last thing we need is money, per se. But what we need is intelligent money. And intelligent money, so you have to create the environment to attract that intelligent money. In the next 10 years, by some accounts, we will need $600 billion of investments in the country, right? You can make all your calculations you need. We're not going to produce $600 million. So that means that you have to actually bring in more investment. You have to save more. Right? You have to cut waste. Right? And these are very, very, dangerous political decisions that I don't think we have people thinking about it.